It's AM, Saturday morning. This was my palette from last night. I was in the square at Granbury, Texas. This was my palette. Had left my palette at home. I'm back at the studio, the outdoor studio, just under my tent. And this is the piece from last night. Yeah. And I'm just going to come in now while feelings are fresh, and that didn't work out quite the way I intended. But to start down here's what I'm looking at here. I've got this guy in flux here. He needed a little something. Working out good guy, bad guy. Stack of paintings that I signed yesterday. Moon. It's about to be that time to paint that one again. Gotta wait for the moon to get to the right spot. And this is what I need. I need a little meridian up in this house. I'm gonna do that right there. That's better. Shadow in the background. Putting some in the windows here where the nighttime. Last night was nice. It was a beautiful night last night. Summers in Texas can be pretty hot. And then oftentimes even after the sun goes down, you feel the heat just radiating from the earth for many hours. We did not have that yesterday. I'm glad for that. Yesterday things were really cool. All day long, really, for what it could have been. We had cloud cover all day. Yeah, someone is suffering from it. Apparently there's a tropical storm hitting places with quite intensity. And hope all goes well for everybody in the path of the storm. But we did enjoy a respite from the Texas heat, and for that I'm thankful. It got me out anyways yesterday to go and make a painting. I was looking for a sunset, didn't quite catch one. Ended up in the evening time in the square at Granbury. Lovely place to be. Granbury, Texas. That's just a little drive south of Dallas, Fort Worth. Just at the top of the hill country. You can go from there a little further, go to Glen Rose, Texas, and continue on to Walnut Springs and Meridian. Or you can veer off a little to the left and head on down to Rough Creek, the Rough Creek Lodge. That's a great place to visit. Keep on going though, and you'll end up passing back Blackie's gas stop there, just at a very beautiful place to catch the sunset on. I guess that's 377 there. Maybe that's 67. 67, that's what it is. Out on 67. Catch the sunrise there at Blackie's gas stop. Roll on into Hico, Texas. That's a beautiful place to go, and a lot of wonderful places to stay out there. The Midland Hotel, the Chop House, great food. Telling people what to do on their weekend drive adventures. Or you could stay on the 67 and catch a back road out to Bluffdale, Texas, and go and visit the historic Greenwood Saloon. See, you got options whenever you're taking that scenic drive out of Granbury. Just push on a little bit further. Granbury, why did I mention that? Because that's where I was painting last night. That is the scene of this nightscape. Very beautiful place. It's quintessential small Texas town with the beautiful county seat, the courthouse, and live music. Yeah, there was live music filling the air while I was painting. I could hear it from emoting from there was Bob's on the Square there, and then there's also the Silver Saddle Saloon that had live music last night. So it was a good showing, good night for the art in Granbury. At least I was there. And now I'm just kind of coming in and just continuing that flow. You know, the spirit sticks with you for a while. So I'm loving the residuals. I came out early, made my coffee. That's what we're looking at. I like that. I'm going to come back in with a little more of that. A little more of that. Thank you. Thanks for the love there, folks. My name is Gerald Sestide. I'm the live local artist. I'm painting in Stephenville, Texas, in my yard, my outdoor studio. The world is my studio. And everywhere is local. That's my motto. It's my mantra. This is a Wild West scene here. Oil on canvas, good guy, bad guy situation. Thinking about the, what's that Primus video? Look it up. And showdown in the old saloon. Somebody's got the jump on somebody, not quite sure who. We got a candle in the corner. We got booze on the wall. This guy, rather dapper. He's got his gun drawn. He's pulled his as well. Look at that, Mr. Mustache. We got, he's got a halo above him. We're gonna touch that up here in a bit. Let's see what else we got in the studio. We're just having fun, right? We're having fun. It's a Saturday morning. You want to see what's up? This one I painted. Started this one last week. Let's see. Little art show here. Impromptu art show. This is from a scene in Austin, Texas. San Jose. Hotel San Jose. Probably need to touch that up a little bit. I think so. What is next? In Vino et Veritas. If you're a movie buff, maybe you remember old Val Kilmer, rest in peace. And in his character, his famous role as Doc Holliday, flipping the cup. He's flipping the cup there, isn't he? And Vino et Veritas. That's an 11 by 14 oil on canvas. Here's just a little ditty. There's a pond in the background reflecting somebody else reflecting there. Hey, hey. And a heron. Heron. Doing heron things. He's doing heron things. We're going to kind of add a little je ne sais quoi right here in the over yonders. And that's kind of bringing out the heron there. I don't have to worry too much about that smearing on the next painting. I keep them stacked. I got fat stacks, yo. I got fat stacks of art. Look, her booty needs a little shade. Put a little shadow on that booty. What's up, girl? Who lays around like that? Nobody. Absolutely nobody. But I did it anyways. I can only paint what I see. Right. You know what's up. Oh, look, it's George. Happy 250 America. That's a 11 by 14. It's just a little quick sketch there of George Washington, our first president. And no, I'm not going to do anything else with it. What are you doing? I found something else to put some shadow on. A little thigh right there, little thigh action. This is just an homage to a painter that I used to go and look at the Galleria Mall in Dallas. I wasn't much of an art connoisseur, but I did like to go and see this guy's work. His name was, what was his name? Royo was the last name. I remember the signature, Royo. Arroyo. Let's see here. This is another Austin landscape from one of my favorite places to go get coffee. A lot of places to go and get coffee, but not very many offer the atmosphere and the vista that Joe's does there on Congress. So I go there when I'm in town, and on Sunday, that's where I really like to go. It's that Center's Brunch out there. Live music, live dancing, and you know, little pop propaganda. Bingo. And then here's a little thing for our hunting friends. Little pheasant there. Oh, look, boy and his rooster. A little there. Oh, a lady in the shade. All right. We've seen that theme before. Oh, here's a Austin original. More home slice sitting there on the corner. Yeah, I like hanging out on the corners. You might see me there sometime. And then here's another one. We'll just rotate her. That was just a little quick, what was in that stack? What's in that stack moment. My bag of paint there. You're in the studio with the live local artist. My name is Gerald Sestida. If you don't know me, you haven't been, you know the thing. You haven't been following my work, or maybe it just happened. I stay busy. Here's one. This one I call, what do I call this one? It's a cityscape, countryscape. It started off as a Dallas landscape, the walk over the highway there at Clyde Warren Park. That's what's going on in the background, but I spray painted over a good segment of it and painted a little country scene there. And then we are just surrounded by works here in various states of becoming. And what did I need to do? I said I was going to add some green over there on that lawn. The mosquitoes are thick out here in Texas all the time. Now we're getting to the paint. Thanks for sticking with me. Skipping around in the future, those of you that can and do, I don't blame you. But for those of us that are caught in the present, we have to work our way through it. And right now, my thing is this thing here, making this work. This is a heavy shadow I'm painting on. I have to remember it. One of the things I wanted to add last night that I didn't was the handrail here. And this is a great place to use this heavy shadow on the handrail. And that happens right here at an angle going down. And to keep my bristles tight, I'm going to spin my brush. And then I'll do the upper bar there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just have to try. That's what I tell my kids. Just try. I can tell when you're not trying. I think we all can. So, best thing is to try. An earnest effort goes a long way. Some shadow, night shadows. The night shadows. And then this is a monument to veterans and first responders on the lawn here. Green in the lawn. Now I feel like I need some green there. I'm gonna get some permanent green, that unreal green. And then, did I tell you I forgot my palette last night, so I had to use a canvas. See? This is going to turn into a painting, I'm quite sure, but I already feel a patchwork of something happening here. There's that. This is just permanent green with whatever's on the brush. It'll change it up before it gets to the canvas. And let's go see what happens when we put this onto this. Pretty good so far, huh? I'm just going to put it down and W my way across the lawn. Wing my way across the lawn, Paul. Over on this side, we're going to do some of that action too. Should I go and get more on my brush? Probably. But I'm excited. Frenzied. I'm frenzied. Better. But is it better than cheddar? We're going to do this here. Just gray up this zone. Make it disappear. Get rid of these pinholes so that the light post can... I'm going to give it some good shadow down at the base. Give it some weight. Anchor it down to the ground there with our next move. Alright, see how kind of we lose it down there? We're going to bring that back. Got a little intense shadow work going on over here, so we're going to add a little light to that. I knew that I had a lighter tone on my brush, so I just went ahead and put it up here, mixing it, that green, right? It's not white, it's green. That's changing this tint, that shadow back there. So don't always rely on white and black to change the feeling of your I want to say the tone of your paint, but somebody's going to say, yeah, whatever. To do the thing. Looking better, except this line here bothers me. You bother me, kid. That line there was bothering me. I need some shadow up in here. I'm going to do something right here. There's something going on. Not sure what. But something. We need some somethings right here. Something. Right in here too. More something. And there it is. That's a shadow. That much I knew. This line kind of drops in here. You see how that's happening? We need to probably get some darker. What do I got that's darker? Back over here to the palette. It's a long walk. Oh, I suggest you clean your brush. Something's telling me clean your brush off. There's too much pigment that is going on there. So we're going to just kind of clean it. That's mineral spirits, in case you're wondering. And I can't find a rag. I've got an old sock. We'll use that. That'll work. I was going to do something. I was going to do some darkening over there. So I'm getting some... this is alizarin crimson, viridian, and permanent green. We're going to mix that up there. We're going to do and a tap of white. Okay, let's go with it. What are we looking at? We are looking at this here section here. What's going on? I'm not sure. I know there's a thing. Okay, there's a thing here. Yeah. Ooh, and then tell me more about the thing. There was shadow up here. Okay, that's a good thing. And it was the same rock, stone, whatever they're using over there at that. This was all shadow too, so we're going to just kind of do this here. Oh, and there was a pillar too. Nice sectional here. It all kind of led into the front of the courthouse. So just make sure everything's straight. watch for the hot spots. Watch out. Oh, 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 oh. What are you doing? I don't know. But I started doing it and I can't stop now. Otherwise it'll feel off balance. Gotta taper it off. It's light being reflected. Maybe I was a little overzealous. We'll tap it back a little bit, tap it back. But the shingles, I remember the shingles were catching the light. So all right, there you go. Feeling pretty good about this one. So, oh, I never got to the base. That's what I said I was gonna do. Yes, sir. See, before the cock crows, I'll be done with this one. Thrice. Oh, that was it. That was it. Time up. Time up. You heard it. Thanks for watching, folks. My name is Gerald Sestida. I'm the live local artist. You can follow me on all the social media platforms. I'm always making new art. Tell your friends about it. If you like what you see and you want to support the art, you can keyword live local artist on Venmo or buy me a coffee and show your support through your monetary donations. Everything goes to keep this art afloat. And I've been doing this for as long as I can remember. I've been blessed to find folks who love my work, to find new things to paint, to continue being in love with life. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. And in the meantime, remember, keep your brushes wet. Peace.